26, 2025 Helium Miner Update coming to you from our Wyoming World Headquarters. It's cold. We just got some snow, or getting some snow, and show you what's going on. Got some rain. There's Ferry Peak up there. You can't see anything. We got about a 1,600 foot ceiling in here. We're socked in IFR condition. Yeah, so yeah, 97. You can see Ferry Peak there, about 9,700 feet. We're about 5,600 feet. Nothing. Yeah, you can see some faint outlines of the mountain. Snow line is about 8,000 feet, plus or minus. Snow actually just cleared off here. We got back in here from Portland the other day. Had snow on the mountain, and we've had a really beautiful week. Got a nice long run in on Tuesday. Yeah, great conditions. It's been kind of relatively warm for this time of year, and it's gotten cold today, about 38 degrees. So that's what's going on. So I'm going to sit here underneath the front deck with the fat bike. Yeah, got the cyclocross bike sitting there, but no reason to ride outside today. Brr. Anyway, getting to the update. If you've been following along on the channel, we've got 4 MNTD helium miners. Got one here in Alpine. Yeah, we've got 2 in Portland, Oregon, and we got 1 in Kailua Kona. We'll be there in about another, month and a half or so. So not too bad being in the cold here, considering we'll be swimming in the ocean here soon enough. As far as the miners, do get some questions from folks. If you get one, by the way, no financial advice here. We just do this as a hobby. If you do get a miner and you don't get it straight from the actual company, just make sure there's no Helium wallet, crypto wallet attached to it. Because if you do, you'll have an expensive paperweight. So, update. Just as far as general market conditions, Bitcoin broke through resistance of 112,000, trading about 113,000 as of right now. So good news there. Did have a softer than expected CPI print this week, so we got about a 98% chance of another rate cut. So the market was happy with that. There's been some easing in the U.S.-China trade relations. Obviously that's been kind of bouncing back and forth. But basically, risk assets are, a little bit back in favor from what had been going on previously earlier in the week. So that certainly helps the crypto market, the altcoins like Helium, which is what we're earning on the miners, and then obviously just the pause in the gold rally too. So as far as just value here, IoT, which is the token that we had been earning on the miners previously, prior to Helium Improvement Protocol 138 at 0.000317. That's up about 9%. It's been down the last couple of weeks, so good to see a little bit of a reversal. HNT, Helium, which is what we do earn on the miners now, trading at $2.10 while we're doing the live stream. That is up about 8%. Bitcoin, like I mentioned, $113,600 per coin, up about 3%. And then Solana at $198.60, which is up about 4%. So as far as our miners, and that's one of the things we do here with the channel, that we do have different locations. So if you're looking at trying to, see if you want to get involved in setting up a Helium miner onto your Wi-Fi, as far as, just doing the decentralized IoT system, then, decent information here, just because we've got different locations, whether it's urban or, Kona Island area, or even Wyoming rural mining. So Kona, that one is sitting hexagon with a couple of other miners. So you can look at the Helium map. That'll tell you how the Helium world is divided up into, and you can see whether, if you're going to set up a miner, whether you're going to have other miners in your specific area. So there's revenue sharing, or if it's all just for the one miner you would set up. But anyway, that Kona miner, two other miners there. That one earned 0.105 helium tokens. Again, the earnings have been down last couple of months. Helium, the halving occurred August 1st, and so that meant basically less earnings. It's a deflationary measure there in the system. But those earnings for the week down about 5%. Our Portland 1 miner, that one's sitting in a hexagon with five other miners. That one earned 0.044 helium tokens for the week, down about 10%. And then our Portland 2 location, which sits in a hexagon by itself, so no revenue sharing there, earned 0.145 helium tokens, so a little more than the Kona miner. Those typically have been kind of going back and forth. There's been an incentive to do the miners in areas where you have a higher cost of living, like in Hawaii. So sometimes that Kona miner ends up earning more for the week and even though it's doing some revenue sharing. 7-day earnings, totaling all that up, and also including Wyoming. That one, if you've been following along the channel, you'll know that no earnings there. Rural helium mining, even though we've got the only helium miner here now in town, it is not communicating with other miners, so there's no useful work being done, so no revenue. But 7-day earnings then over those 4 miners, 0.294 helium tokens. We've been doing anywhere from about a quarter helium token a week to 0.3 right now with that halving going on. On the 30-day basis, Kona miner 0.472 helium tokens. Our Portland 1 location 0.210 helium tokens. Portland 2 0.487 helium tokens, and it's cold. It's cold. I think part of it is too just with the moisture. It's like this is like Portland cold, where you get those 37, 38 degree days in the Pacific Northwest. Those of you out there that are there, you're obviously familiar with that. Those days where the humidity is a little higher, it's cold. Usually, we'll get these days, for the most part, as we go closer into winter, out of fall. Pretty clear sky, very low humidity. And so even, I'll be out, running 12, 14, 16 miles in sub-freezing temperatures, 26, 28 degrees. And it actually feels really pleasant just because it's so dry. All your sweat evaporates. And it's really nice. There's not this chill in the air. And this is not the case. This is cold. But anyway, it's fun to watch the snow come down here too. We'll see if we end up getting any accumulation over. If the weather ends up continuing tomorrow too. Looks like I was just checking ForeFlight. Looks like stuff will be clearing out on Tuesday. Got another long run planned, and so that'll be hopefully under blue skies, and let the moisture get blown out of here. That'd be nice. Anyway, back to the earnings. 30-day earning on that Portland 2 miner, 0.487 helium tokens. And so our total 30-day earnings is 1.169 tokens. So that's where we're at on the earnings side. And then taking a look at it from a dollars and cents perspective. And again, like I said earlier here in the stream, not financial advice, doing this for fun. 7-day earnings, whopping 62 cents. So that is where we're at there. You can compare that to what you're doing, or if you want to get involved with this. 30-day earnings, $2.46, another big old whopping total. And then we take that 30-day earnings, that $2.46, divide by 30 to get a daily rate, average that out to get a kind of a good average, and then extrapolate that out over 365 days. And we divide by our capital investment. And doing that, we'll do that to get our ROI, and that is 1.9%. So, yep, better off in T-bills, right? Last week, I think we were at 1.8%. I think the week before we were again like at 1.9. So, we'll see if we end up kind of bottoming out here, but that's where we're at right now. that is about it. Hopefully you found this helpful. If you have, like and subscribe. Certainly leave your comments down below with if you've got helium mining questions or your helium mining experience, and or if you want to know anything else about Wyoming, and see if it warms up here a little bit more if we get that last gasp of fall. Usually November here is a little bit of a crapshoot. Sometimes you can have a late fall. Sometimes you can have an early winter. Last year was more of an early winter. So you just kind of wait and see. But actually, just yeah, we still have the nice kind of the fall colors. You can kind of look over there. Actually, if you could see the mountain, it'd be a little better. But you can kind of over there see the you got the aspens and the cottonwoods and stuff are still changing colors. I was kind of surprised that was the case when we came back here from Portland. Portland actually some nice fall days there. The 2 weeks we had spent, was kind of expecting everything to kind of get the leaves all to have kind of disappeared, but still really nice here, nice fall. So hopefully we'll get a little more time, get out in the side by side, and get up here in a couple of the canyons and see some more fall colors before all the leaves disappear. So that's about it for Wyoming, our Alpine World headquarters. So we'll talk to you next week. Hopefully you're having a great Sunday, and we will talk to you later. Peace.